In the lightweight division at UFC, a fight night, you got Ricky Glenn coming in at 22-6, taking on Christos Giagos, who comes in at 19-10. So this should be an interesting one. Lightweight division, probably the deepest division in the UFC. Now Glenn is 2 inches taller at 6 feet. Both guys relatively the same age. Reach just about equal at 71 inches. Now Ricky Glenn is a southpaw, where Christos Giagos stands right-handed. And Ricky Glenn is also more active, landing over 4 significant strikes per minute. Christos Giagos right about 2.8 per minute, but Giagos has an advantage in the takedown game. He lands like one every round, at least so far. Ricky Glenn doesn't land takedowns too often. He's lucky to get one each fight. Now, Ricky Glenn, 68% takedown defense, so that's right about average. So I would expect him to give up 1 or 2 takedowns in this fight, and it will come down to whether he can escape the takedowns after the fact or he gets controlled for a good amount of time. Now, he lost to Grant Dawson by majority decision. It's not a bad outing, though. He beat Joaquim Silva by KO, lost to Kevin Aguilar, and beat Dennis Bermudez. So he's up and down, right? He wins one, he loses one. Now, Christos Giagos, 52% takedown defense, but that'll hold up here. He lost to Thiago Moises by submission and got KO'd by Arman Sarukian. Okay, but still good experience. Before that, he beat Sean Soriano by submission, and Carlton Minus, not a bad win, by decision. So, looking at Christos Giagos is tough because you see the 19-10 record, and you're like, yeah, that's a lot of losses. But you look at some recent fights, 2-2 over the last 4, and both of those losses against tough opponents. And it's like, man, he's tough. It just depends on who shows up. I'm not so sure Ricky Glenn is that good that people are making him out to be. Now, I know he's the favorite in this fight, nearly 2-1, but I'm rocking with Christos Giagos. Forget the 10 wins. There's something about this guy. He's at his prime right now. He's got to pick up the activity, but most importantly, he's got to land takedowns and control the fight for 2 rounds. And usually I'm not willing to bank on that, but this time I will. I like Giagos to grind out a decision victory here in a great lightweight division fight at UFC Fight Night.